Hi, this is Robin Hawke from Inspired Spaces, your qualified interior designer. This is the next episode in our series on the hints and tips to make your house feel like a castle in the current situation we find us in. Last week we talked about identifying the good, the bad and the ugly of our homes, and it'd be fun to see some pictures of some of the things that you identified as the ugly. Of course, if you've got some wonderful, beautiful things, make sure you post those as well. Today's episode is on decluttering, and just before I start, I'm not a decluttering expert, but I'm going to share with you some of the hints that work really well for me. One of the very first hints I'm going to share is don't try and declutter your kids' toy room or a toy box whilst they're around. Rest assured that McDonald's toy that's been sitting at the bottom of the basket for months will all of a sudden become their most favourite toy and you'll never get rid of it. Secondly, my other hint is to start with the biggest or the most cluttered room first. If you can get through that, it gives you the impetus to get through all the smaller ones. Do get rid of the hardest job, the rest seem easy. Now, to begin with, I like to go into a room, empty everything out, and divide it into three general piles. There is a pile for keeping, there's a pile for donating, and there's a pile for getting rid of. Some things that are just not worth donating and of no use to anybody else. Now, the things that you are getting rid of go straight into a skip bin if possible, or in a council pickup. The things that you are donating go immediately into boxes. They go immediately into garbage bags or any container that you're going. My hint, if possible, put that straight into the back of your car. If you put it in the garage, it'll stay in the garage for months and months because you'll keep forgetting to take it. If it's sitting in the back of the car or the boot, you're constantly reminded that you need to get rid of it. And next time you're passing a recycle bin or a charity, you can get rid of it and place it in there. Now, the final pile, the ones that you're keeping. Now, I tend to cull this into two groups. The group that they're in perfectly working order and working condition, and the group that need repairing or repurposing. Now, the things that are in perfect condition can go straight back into storage. At this point in time, you do not need to run out and buy your new containers. Look at what you've got, the old Chinese container, the tissue box, the shoe box that can be covered in contact. Get the kids to paint it. Don't spend a fortune, and to be in reality, you shouldn't be out shopping at this stage anyway. We're supposed to be self-isolating. So make use of what you've got and make it fun for the family to do. Now, the things that need repurposing or repairing do not go away until they are actually repaired or repurposed. Now, for instance, when I say repurpose, what I'm talking about, you may have something that's in perfect condition, but you don't like the appearance of it. So you can change that appearance. Now, a simple one is, say, a lampshade. And that's a classic example. You take the shade, you find some wallpaper you love, some fabric you love, stretch it around. Or the base may be beautiful, but the shade may be looking a bit dated, or it might be a bit dusty or a bit tattered. You get a new shade and put on. That is what we call about repurposing. It could be that you recovered a dad's favourite chair or grandma's favourite chair. Now, the things that need repairing, you get repaired. You work out whether it's worth the repairing. Can you do it yourself? Do you need to employ someone to do it? But again, the key is they do not go away back into storage until they are repaired. In reality, if they're not going to get repaired, donate them. Put them on Gumtree. There's lots of people who are looking for things and you can put it under free. So it saves you the issue and hassle of getting rid of them. So there's my hints on decluttering. As I said, I am not an expert. You can actually find people on Google who are, and they will give you other hints and tips that may work better for you. But this is what works for me. So this is Robin Hawke signing off. If you want to see more of our work, go to inspiredspaces.com.au or give us some love and likes on Facebook/Inspired Spaces or follow us on Instagram, Inspired Spaces AUS. In this time, I would love all the love, the likes, the followings that you can give, whilst I give you all these ideas on how to make your home feel more wonderful in the times that we are in. So good night, and I will speak soon in the next few days.